And it's exciting to see so many people here, not only for the swearing in of our new chief, but also the different things that we're doing from a sustainability effort here within our area. And I tell you, I am so proud to be able to speak about this. And actually, you know, the things that I'm going to talk about right now, we've got 8 different areas that we're going to award. And personally, I have nothing to do with these other than be the great guy that gets a chance to present it. And I think that's wonderful because we got a bunch of community members that are continually striving to make our community better. And as I always say, you know, it takes an army of people. Not one person can do it, not just a few people, but it takes a whole village and a whole army. And that's what we got here in Moscow, Idaho. That's a wonderful thing about the diversity we have here in our wonderful town. And with that, I'm going to go on and start off with water champions. Is Mary Ingalls here? Come on up. Come on up. I don't know who this guy is. With this University of Idaho youth. You know, so I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm Bill Nauer. Who are you?
Brant Miller.
Brant, okay, Brant. Stand right up here because you, this isn't Mary, everybody. This is Brant. Well, I'm going to read a little thing here. The summit that these folks do, the summit is a scientific conference for high school students, hosted by the University of Idaho College of Education. The Confluence Project, TCP, works with Northern Idaho high school students throughout the year to help them learn about the watersheds through field experiences. Hands-on research connecting with local scientists, students then develop their own research projects based on an important issue in their watershed and propose a science-based solution for it. And when I read that, I got goosebumps. I mean, that's a big deal. So, I forgot my awards. Hang on a second. I get so excited about these things. I've been, you know, I tell people, give me the microphone, I just take off. Sometimes you never know what I'm going to say. But anyway, this is a wonderful thing. This is the award, Brent. Thank you so much. Tell me, we appreciate. We'll get a picture. Look up. Would you like to say a few words?
Sure.
Do we have any of those high school kids here?
About 230 of them are at the Kenworthy right now.
Okay. Well, bring them on down here. We cleared out the room. We boxed it up, so we're okay. I'd like to speak here.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much for this. It was really quite a surprise, and the timing of it's fantastic. So today was our Youth Water Summit, which is the culminating event of a year's worth of activities with 6 schools in northern Idaho. We have 2 here in Moscow, Paradise Creek Alternative High School, Regional High School, Moscow High School, all the way up to Sandpoint today. And today was a celebration of students' research. And so we had a full day of activities. We had President Staben all the way down to grad students that were judging these high school students' research projects. And we did a campus tour, and then we celebrated at the Kenworthy tonight with a film festival. So we're just wrapping that up. I'll head back over and probably present this to all the students here in just a few moments. So the timing's great, and I really appreciate the recognition.
We'll give them our appreciation, too.
All right.
One of the favorite things is when we get kids involved in our community doing things, holy smokes, it is a very, very important thing for all of us. And I love the fact that we get kids involved, you know, because guess what? Kids are our future. I mean, they're the ones that's down the road a couple of decades from now when I'm a real old geezer that'll be calling the shots for us. And so this is great. This is part of the process for us. So I'm excited about that. Okay. The next organization I want to talk about is the Palouse Clearwater Food Coalition. Colette Phelps. Colette, come on up. And I'm not sure sometimes because I don't necessarily meet all these different folks. So, are you Colette? Well, good. So sometimes I'm surprised. And if a guy would have came up, I would have known I wasn't Colette. So this is a certificate award, and I'm going to talk about you in just a minute. Hang on to that for just a second. Okay, the Palouse Clearwater Food Coalition, PCFC, is an ad hoc group comprised of representatives from the regional and community organizations, institutions, agencies, nonprofits, and retail businesses with shared interest in growing our local food system. The mission of the Palouse Clearwater Food Coalition is to strengthen the health and the vibrancy of the Palouse Clearwater food system and increase the production, distribution, and consumption of locally grown food and agriculture products. So, would you like to...
Thank you very much for this award. It really is an honor. The Coalition is a group of about 30 consistent individuals and organizations who have been working for 5 years to really create connections across our food system and increase access to local food. And we have really been looking at regional connections. So we started here in Moscow, and we branched out to include more people across the Palouse, and that's really exciting. We also have just launched a new initiative called the Camas Community Lending Network, and we're starting to look at concrete ways that local people can invest in food and farms in our region to expand the food system. So we have a website, pcfoodcoalition.org. And you're all invited to participate at any time or ask us questions. And again, thank you for the award.
Okay, our third thing is events that we're looking at. And events, under events goes our farmers market. Kathleen, I know I've seen you here earlier. Come on up. You know, our farmers market, and when I go to the state, I love this because I get a chance to brag all the time because we're the #1 farmers market in the state of Idaho.
Yes.
39 years now, right?
Yes.
This is our 39th year, starts first. Yeah. The Moscow Farmers Market has been listed as the champion for the environment. First in Idaho by American Farmland Trust rankings. The farmers market brings many local folks downtown each Saturday from May through October, many walking with their wagons or reusable tote bags or baskets in tow. The market encourages and facilitates purchases of local produce and other products, thus creating carbon footprint otherwise generated by transportation of out-of-the-season or otherwise long-distance products. The farmers market strengthens food security in the Palouse, keeps money locally, and allows SNAP benefits to be used for local foods. And I got to share with you guys, you know, we average 5,000 people on Saturdays when we have that open. And that's a big deal for our community. As the mayor of Moscow, and not only is that something from an economic standpoint, but it's fun. It's a social event for people. I go down there all the time. It's amazing.
You do.
I do. I do. I do. I show up down there, and I love it. It's great. So, Kathleen, would you like to say a few words? Oh, we'll get your picture here in a minute. But go ahead and talk.
Okay. Well, we wouldn't be a great farmers market if it wasn't for our citizens and people coming down to the market and enjoying the market and being a part of the market. Also, we have really great vendors, and that's really important because you can't have a quality farmers market without quality vendors. We're also very fortunate because in our region we have 2 land-grant universities with small farms programs. So kudos to University of Idaho and also WSU for growing our small farmers. And that's really important to our farmers market. And our Farmers Market Commission, just a plug for them. Good job.
Told you this was fun stuff. This is exciting. I'm having a really good time tonight, and so I'm going to keep on moving. You know, and I could keep everybody here for hours. I'm not going to do that, though. I love to because I got a nice crowd here, and they're very attentive and listening to me, so I like that. But now we're going to talk about a business, our business award, and this is going to go to Anytime Fitness. Rick Taylor. Rick, I met you earlier. Please come up. And I got to share with you, this is, this is a workout place, and I've been a workout guy for decades.
I'm not Rick Taylor.
Well, I know you're not. This. Hi, I'm Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. I'm Teresa.
You're Teresa.
Yep.
You're part of Rick.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so this is the boss right here for everybody. This is how these things work. But this is kind of a neat thing. This local business recently installed solar panels on the roof. With only one half of the system currently in operation, it has produced a total of 7.28 megawatts since the end of December. In March alone, the system generated 3.1 megawatts, and so far in April has produced 2.2 megawatts. They are working with the Legacy Group Northwest to monitor production and collect additional information like this, for example. To date, the system has saved more than 11,000 pounds of CO2 emission. This is equivalent to planting 284 trees. And here's the real perspective, also equivalent to powering 22,070 light bulbs for one day. Isn't that something? Anytime Fitness hopes to have the second half and second phase of this operating this month, essentially doubling the production. Over the year, they should have enough production to zero out a $750 a month electricity bill, and with federal tax incentives, credits, and USDA grant, the system will have been paid for itself in about 8 years. So I think that is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to get between this couple. I want to be right between this, man. This is great. This is great. Would you guys like to say something? Like to speak? Yeah.
Sure. Thanks. Thank you for this award. I really appreciate it. We do. And, you know, it's really exciting to be able to produce energy from sunshine. And I didn't know it would be this exciting. I'm always looking at my phone app, seeing how much we're producing today, because it tells me it's a simple system to use. Anyway, thanks to Legacy Group Northwest and Wilder Construction for getting the system installed for me. Fantastic job they did.
Before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, so I could get my tax, thing and all that stuff. Yeah, that was perfect. Anyway, I think we went down to the wire on that. But thanks again for this award, and thanks to Legacy and Wilder, and thanks to you, Mayor. Absolutely. Appreciate it.
One thing I wanted to mention, because I'm not quite halfway through, but I get a number of these things, and I have to go through them and kind of thin them down, because we've got multiple amounts of people and businesses and all throughout our community that are recommended for awards. But you do have to kind of slim it down a little bit, or I would have you here till midnight tonight. But the thing of it is those folks that didn't get selected, they're not slighted in the least, because they've done a wonderful job too, and so they get kudos from us as well. Now I want to go to a non-profit organization, and this one here, I hope I pronounce it right, Nimipu. Is that correct? Nimipu? Okay, great. You must be Elliot. We have Elliot and Moffat here. Nimipu Protecting the Environment. Come on up, folks. And I got to share with you, I seen this name here a while back when I saw one of the plaques on the trail. I saw that name, and I had some help, I must admit. I said, okay, I need to have some help with this, so I pronounce it right.
Nimipu,
Yeah,
correct.
and you're Elliot?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. And who's with you, Elliot?
Vonda Bybee. She's part of our organization.
Okay, what I'm going to read here about these folks. A highly active citizen group amplifies all goals of Moscow's sustainability mission. MPE is a group of tribal and community citizens operating within the Nez Perce Treaty area, which includes Moscow. Their mission is to educate the general public on the cultural aspects of the environment and to ensure protection of the natural resources in our area. Since the group was established in 2013, they have collaborated with other local groups, including Palouse Environmental Sustainable Coalition, Friends of the Clearwater, U of I Environmental Law Society, and the U of I Native American Law Students Association, to present well-attended workshops at both the university and other local venues. An October Environmental Film Festival at the Kenworthy, co-sponsored by the MPE, attracted one of the theater's largest audiences. This is great. And so with that, can I get right in the middle of you folks? I get excited and I start moving my arms around. You never know what's going to happen. I'm going to get right in between you guys. And we're going to nice picture of this. Cheese. Yeah. Elliot, would you like to
Tatsalach. My name is Elliot Moffat. I'm also known as Et Palatka. And with me this evening is Vonda Bybee and Lucinda Simpson. Our founder, Julian Matthews, couldn't make it this evening, so we're stepping in for him. And we just wanted to express our appreciation to the mayor and the council members for this honor. And we look forward to continuing our relationship here on the Palouse. We've had many years of being here. We currently have students that are going to school. Either they're Vandals or they're Cougars, and go Vandals, go Cougars. But and we have people that are working here, living and working here, and I want to thank our nominator, Pat, for this award. We work really hard with her, and I'm glad to hear some of the awards that went on this evening, were the water that's teaching about the youth. That's what we're interested in also, and these other projects, they're valuable for the community and also for the larger community that is the state of Idaho and our Northwest region. So I applaud them also, and once again, thank you very much.
This evening, we'd like to honor the Mayor Lambert with this cup of the salmon in our appreciation for our organization. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, thank you so very much, and I drink lots of coffee and hot tea, so this will come in. Thank you so very much, folks. Okay, we're moving along. Now we're going to talk about an individual. Get my paper so I don't reread the same thing twice. This individual is the guy that we all know, and this is for individuals. This is Nils Peterson. Nils, come on up here. Come on up, Nils. I don't know how many years I've known Nils, a long time, and he's educated me on numbers of things over the years, which I appreciate. But come on up here, Nils. I want to talk a little bit about you. As a member of the Tree Commission, Nils initiated an Adopt a Tree pilot program. Nils has served on Planning and Zoning Commission, where he kept the aquifer and water sustainability issues in view. He gives presentations such as reducing your carbon footprint, shared recently. He's interacted with other city commissions when working towards sustainability. Nils promotes smart growth to reduce Moscow's carbon footprint and employs many practices at home that provides great examples of good earth stewardship. And with that, Nils, I'll give you this, my friend, and we'll get a picture of it and we'll give you a chance to speak.
Thank you, Mayor, for this recognition. My daughter says I use the C word a lot. That is collaboration. This is not a recognition of me as an individual, but it is a recognition of a collaboration with many other groups and efforts around town. And it's appreciated that you are recognizing there's a variety of things that we are all doing to think about climate change and how to adapt our community to be more resilient to it. Thank you.
Very well. Okay, we have a City Department award as well tonight, and this is for a certificate for our sanitation department. Tim. This is Tim Davis, ladies and gentlemen, and this is kind of interesting because we went to single stream recycling, and this guy here, how long have you been working on this? 3 years before we got it implemented? 2.5 years?
About the time we started the roll cart program, we talked about it then, and it took a few years. So.
Okay, and I got to share with everybody here that some people know this, but most people don't know this, is that, the mayor and the city council drove this guy nuts. I don't know how many times we had him in front of us, various meetings, and not only council meetings, but meetings with the admin and public works and finance. Anyway, this department, and this is through Tim's leadership, has worked diligently to start the city's single stream recycling program. And in the first month of implementation, there was a 200% increase in residential recycling, and less than 5% contamination in loads that was sent to Republic Services Material Recovery Facility. Folks, that's a big deal. 200% in 1 month. And I knew that the numbers would be big, and it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, Tim. We've made the right decision. We've had a few headaches and a few lumps that we've taken, but like any other good program that you're going along with, you know, you have a few knots put on your head from time to time, and this is one of them, but we're working through it. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, these guys get to hear me talk enough, but really the community of Moscow really embraced this program, and this award is rightfully due to the community of Moscow for really going at the recycling thing. So thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Okay, we have teachers awards, and let me tell you, I've got a soft spot for teachers. And we've got two of them, and I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you know, when it involves kids, I love kids, and so instead of trying to select one of these folks, I selected both of them, and that is Shanti Norman from the Moscow Middle School, and Patty Pancheri from McDonald Elementary. Well, if I could get both those folks to come up here. And we're going to talk about, because I'm going to kind of do this even though we got two different groups, and I want to have, there's also some fourth graders from McDonald here. I like all those kids coming up here. This is our future, ladies and gentlemen, all these kids. Come on up here. Okay, and at first I'm going to talk about Moscow Middle School. Moscow Middle School, and this is under Shantae Norman here. She started the Earth Club, which was an after-school program, organized waste audit at Moscow Middle School, and from that presented cost savings and logistics to the school superintendent. Started food composting program against adverse condition and little knowledge. This program is implemented and going very smoothly, diverts approximately 175 pounds of compost weekly from the landfill. That's a big deal. Now I want to go to Patty Pancheri from McDonald Elementary, and these are fourth graders. Your kids are all fourth graders here? Okay. Isn't this great seeing these kids? I love this. Yeah. And what they did here at McDonald's, they initiated Idaho Green Schools Challenge with fourth grade gifted and talented students. Through vermicomposting, will substantially increase nutrient content of existing composting for school gardens. Cost savings for the school is upwards of $800 per school year. Isn't that a big deal? I would like, first I'll have Shanti, would you like to say a few words first?
This is our youngest Earth Club
Yep.
member at the middle school.
You
She's
can
been
never
with
start
us-
too young.
Yep. She's been with us for a few years now and got to dig through the waste when we did the waste audit. That was really fun. And it was chili day. We chose a really good day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, not like chili, but like chili bean day. That was really fun. Can't wait for you guys to be there. So we started with this waste audit a few years ago with the help of Sandy Crooks from Moscow Recycling, and decided to continue on with the program and use that food waste, because there's a lot of it, unfortunately, to compost. And we started a school garden and just did our first planting just a few weeks ago. And I can't wait for these fourth graders to be there in a few years. Yeah, and had a lot of help along the way. Moscow Recycling, as well as PCI. We had an AmeriCorps volunteer that came to help out with us too. Donations from Backyard Harvest. So it was definitely a community effort. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for the award. I really can't take any of the credit. We were challenged by our second grade teacher, Debbie Bell, to find a way to make our compost richer and our soil better for our school garden, which she oversees. And then she hooked us up with Sandy Crooks, who came in as our mentor, and she taught these kids how to set up the compost, how to check the worms, how to feed the worms. If you ask them, they can tell you anything about it. Don't ask me. They're the experts. So it's a really neat project for the kids. They're collecting data on the amount of compost that they're harvesting each week. They collect data on how much food they're feeding their worms. So it's just been a really great project for them. So in our class, we have Kira Radel, Kelly Stodik, did I say that correctly? Max Piper, Millie Richards, and Julianne Tolman.
Jen, did you get a good enough picture? Okay, should we get the little girl right up front? Should we want to make sure? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, that concludes the Mayor's Earth Day Awards, but I want to say this. I'd like to give everybody here that's a part of this a round of applause from the entire audience one more time. Thank you so very, very much.